Hello. So today is a different message. This is actually a message to Matt, but he'll probably never watch it because he never watches my videos. I mean, let's be honest. Not his fault though, I rarely ever watch his either. Like maybe every once in a while, but we don't typically watch each other's videos. It's kind of hard because, you know, you're doing your own videos and then he does every other day, I do every day. It's hard to keep up with each other. Plus, you know, it's like, he doesn't really need to watch my videos because we're together all the well, I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. Anyways, I just kicked him out of the room because I wanted to make this video without him listening to it. But first, some tea. So good. Chamomile and lemon. So exquisite. Okay. Alright, this video is for Matt. Matt just had his 31st birthday. And Matt and I have been together since 2011. So 9 years this year, will be 10 next year. And it's funny because when we first got together, we actually got together kind of like as a rebound relationship. I was just getting out of mine, he just got out of his, and then we kind of rebounded into each other. And it's funny because statistically rebound relationships apparently don't work, but ours did for 9 years. And you know, it hasn't been easy at all, you know, in terms of just like keeping, well, it's weird, you know, I think life hasn't been easy. It's definitely it's from day one. Because, you know, when we got together, we had to deal with my divorce. We've had to go through bouts of, like, you know, poorness, trying to survive in America, trying to build our own businesses together, trying to, you know, avoid being homeless. And then we had to go through that. My dad's death, 4 months later, my grandma's death. And then, you know, backpacking Southeast Asia together, coming back, not being able to afford anything, starting from ground zero multiple times, and then making a switch from living in the States to here. And so life with him has been just an absolute adventure, like crazy amounts of adventure. And I don't think I would have had it any other way, despite the fact that it was a lot of the times it was hard. Because it has been very interesting, to say the least. I think the fact, you know, this last 10 years with him has been just a learning experience. And, you know, I appreciate what I have with Matt. You know, not only is he my husband, but he has been my partner and my best friend for the last 9 years we've been together. You know, the thing that I appreciate most about Matt and my relationship with him is how stoic he is. Like, he balances out my craziness. Because I'm definitely the emotional person in the relationship, and he's definitely more like the logical person, and we balance each other out very well. Like, he's taught me to be a lot more logical, so even with my emotions I can balance things out with logic, and I've taught him how to be a little bit more empathetic and sympathetic. And, you know, I think in that sense we like really taught each other how to be better humans. You know, he introduced me to the world of entrepreneurship. He introduced me to the world of self-development. I mean, I had always thought very different from people in terms of like what I wanted out of life. But the path that I was going, I think I would have ended up doing what everybody else does. Because my influence at the time, that's the direction they were going. But with Matt, like, I found the person that didn't mind the struggles, that didn't mind taking the risks, that didn't mind jumping before the parachute was even complete, you know, just to see how far we've gone. And there was a lot of times we fell really hard, but there was a lot of times it worked and we floated. And I think, you know, to have somebody there to go through that with is a blessing. You know, I think, you know, I talk about why Matt and I work, and I say communication is important, but not just communication one-sided, you know, just one person talking, but to be able to listen to what the other person is saying, and not only that, but to also be able to fit in their shoes, to be able to stand in their shoes and try to think of like why they're thinking the way they are. You know, I think that is the number one reason Matt and I work. I think another reason him and I work is because we both appreciate what we have without putting pressure on ourselves that, like, you know, this is or this isn't forever. You know, like we know that at any moment anything can happen, whether something happens to us or, you know, we just don't know. And it's just really nice to have a person who can appreciate the now and build a relationship now. But I think one of the biggest reasons our relationship does work is because we both have similar goals and similar life intentions. And to find somebody who is not necessarily, you know, like perfectly going down the same path, but having somebody there who understands the ambitions, to understand the passions, to have somebody like that in my life is so incredibly amazing, and I'm filled with gratitude. You know, I've talked to one of my YouTube friends who has a boyfriend who doesn't understand why he does what he does. And, you know, sometimes you know, his boyfriend tells him, you know, you should quit YouTube, blah, 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 and all of that. Like, it's a waste of your time. And Matt, yesterday when I was talking to him, I was telling him, you know, ever since I started this job that I have, this part-time job, I've been getting very bad stomach aches, and I haven't been the healthiest I could be. I haven't been the happiest I could be. And I told him I don't know if I could physically, my ulcers and my stomach ache, continue this very much longer. And I was like, I don't know what I would do if I got to a point where I couldn't physically handle this anymore. Just the constant, you know, just the consistency and the stress and the chronic stomach aches from stress-induced stomach aches. And he said to me that he would have me quit my job before he let me quit YouTube, because he knows that YouTube and Ryukyu is my future. He knows that this means more to me than anything in the world. And to have somebody who understands that this is what I view as my future, and the place that I work is just my temporary security blanket for finances, and to be able to distinguish the two of them and know that if I had to choose one or the other, that I, you know, to even support me in choosing the thing that most people would be like, you're crazy, why are you even, you know, this doesn't even pay you, why are you even choosing this path? To have somebody support me in that, I'm very blessed, and I'm very lucky to have that. And I know that. People tell me that all the time, and I agree. You know, even in friends, it's very rare to find people like that. Even in family members, it's very rare to find people like that. So to have somebody who is a life partner, to have that kind of, that much support is rare. And that's what I love about us, and that's what I love about him, is that he gets it. And with him, I could just go through the motions of life in the way that I want to go through them, and he goes through it with me. And even if he doesn't want to go the same exact direction I go, he won't stop me. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful. So I've been with Matt now for 9 years, We've been through 9, I've been through 9 of his birthdays. I think we got together when he was 22, 23? No, not 23, like 21, 22. And, yeah, 20. It was 20? No, 21? I don't, it doesn't really matter. But early 20s. And I've been through, we've gotten this far. And even though there are moments that we fought, there are moments that we disagreed, there are moments that, you know, it was hard. At the end of the day, I have never stopped loving him, and I have never stopped being grateful for him being in my life. So, I know this is like a random video, but I wanted to leave this, not just for myself, but maybe for him too if he ever watches it. It doesn't matter if he does or not. But I just, you know, just kind of, I wanted to honor him in a video. I wanted to honor him in the way that I know how to honor people the best, which is create something like this. So, to Matt, even though I just kicked you out of the room just to make this video, I just wanted to say happy birthday. This is belated, but happy birthday. And you have no idea how much your presence impacts my life in a positive way. And I know that I am very lucky to have you as a person in my life, a partner, a husband, a friend. And I don't know, and I know you know this, but you and I don't know what the future holds between us and the world. But regardless of what happens to us in the future, whether we stay together or not, I will never regret I will never regret the now. I will never regret you in my life and being on this journey and being on this adventure with you, and I will forever be grateful for this. I hope we can stay together forever. And that would be awesome. But realistically, I don't know. Like, life is just one of those things. But regardless of that, I am very grateful. So, thank you for choosing me to be your wife and the person that you chose to go on this adventure with. And hopefully there'll be many more adventures to come. So, happy birthday to my love, Matt, or Muteki Matt, or Muteki Matt. Here's to 31 years of your life, and to 31 more years of your life. Hopefully, I'll be around for all of that. So, cheers! Okay, I'm gonna text you and let you know that you can come back home now. See, once we move into our own place, this won't be a problem. Yeah, this will be great, because then we'll have different rooms and it'll be awesome. I can't wait. Oh, it'll be so nice to just have a place just for the two of us. I miss that. Now I can finally walk around without pants. Oh, that would be so, I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Being able to walk around my own house without pants. It's the little things. Alright, I love you. And to the rest of you guys watching this, thank you for watching this video. And thank you for supporting Matt and I this entire year. Being there for us, supporting us as a couple, supporting us as a team. You guys are awesome. So here's to you as well. Ka-ching. All right, love ya. Peace. Bye.
Forgot that feeling. the sun in my face, it's so well needed. Life will take care of the rest. Biking alone in the sunset, through the canal, so the mindset I needed. Yeah, I needed. Oh, let's freeze time, gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime,